Hello,
What it
good
do?
evening, everyone.
Man, I
How's
almost
everyone
got how I feel to
doing?
go live. We literally
I
talking to
know
ourselves right now.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
So we want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining in with us today.
Yes,
If
thank
you are familiar with our channel, you know that we are the Hume's Empire, now formerly known as D&Q Experience. And if you have been rocking with us for quite some time now, then you will know that we actually started this actual relationship panel last year. So we enjoyed it so much that we actually wanted to keep it going. You know, even despite the name change, we still wanted to keep this going. So we hope to bring you all a great show today. We got 3 amazing couples waiting backstage right now in their absolute dopest attire. So they are ready to grace our live with their presence, and we are excited to have them. So just for right now, we're going to just give them another moment just to gather themselves, and then we'll just hit everybody in the chat. House of X in the building. What's good? We got Wanston. I don't want to butcher your name.
Martitza.
Welcome. See, I ain't gonna even attempt the name if I can't pronounce it. So that's how
please let us know how to pronounce your name, because I'm big about pronouncing names correctly.
Absolutely. Keeping up with Queen Eva. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. We got it here. All right. A lot of people speaking. We got Kayla Lamar in the building.
Hello.
Got Meet and I in the building. House of X with the super chat. Hey, appreciate you for that. We don't have no fancy songs, you know, like some of the other channels, but we definitely appreciate it. What else we got? Absolutely. Please share it out if y'all are able to. You know, because this isn't our live. We just hosting it, but the 3 couples that are coming on, this is for them, just to kind of showcase their love. And we'll just be the host of it, you know. So this isn't even about us. So definitely share it out so we can go ahead and make sure that they're on notice and their love is recognized, because it is very important, you know. Even outside of that is Black History Month, you know. So
hence our attire.
So I got to shout out Bay for this. She made this thing happen. So we actually didn't even think it would come in. Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that.
You.
But we didn't even think that this stuff would even come in time. So she actually ordered it for us to take pictures in, and it was like live Friday. It actually hit the doorstep today. So it was like, hey, let's go ahead and throw this thing on. But give it a few more minutes. We'll go ahead and get started around 8:10. But everybody that's active in the chat right now, go ahead and just type how your week going. You know, it's Friday. We got a lot of things going on just between now and Monday. We got the Super Bowl, Valentine's Day. So it's kind of odd, you know, seeing the Super Bowl a week later, because they added that extra week to the season. But I feel like Valentine's Day is its own weekend, but it's having to share it with the Super Bowl. But, you know, drop in the chats like how y'all week is going, and what are y'all plans for the actual weekend?
Yes, what are your plans? So our plans, I don't know why I'm having trouble with words today. Our plans are literally in this house. So I'm going to do a lovely hello. I'm going to do a lovely meal for Bay. And then for the Super Bowl, I'm going to make some jerk chicken wings. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing.
Hey, let's get it.
I don't know nothing about the Super Bowl. I don't know who's playing, but best believe I'm gonna be on that couch and we're gonna be eating those jerk chicken wings.
Appreciate that, Queen Eva. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Got YFC in this thing. What's good? But I guess so. As y'all know, well, this is actually Is this our first live?
This year?
Yeah.
Yes, because our last live was
That's right. Vlogmas. So this is our first live actually as the Humes Empire. So this is just my question to you. How do you think, our transition is going so far?
As the Humes Empire?
As the Humes Empire.
I think it's going well. It's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. It's just, and it's a lot, and I say fresh start because a lot of new things have happened in our lives that we invited you to. And so like, a new member of the family,
right.
A new place to live. And so, so I just feel like it's like the next chapter. So I think it's going well.
It's good. It's good. You? I definitely, as a YouTube content creator, you always want to, receive great feedback, from your videos because, we're filming and I know we have other content creators in the building. So y'all can really actually attest to what we're saying, but you're filming, and I mean, you're producing great content. And it's funny because we'll pick up the camera and before we know it, we don't think we have enough content. When we drop it onto the timeline, it's like over an hour worth of content. So we like, dang, like we only did like 2 things, but maybe we overfilmed. I don't know. But just to sum it all up, I mean, I think it's going, definitely would love to see more engagement and just being able to just reach out to, just different areas. But I think it's going how it's supposed to.
Exactly.
I'm a big believer in, your time is to come, and you can't rush the process.
Exactly.
So
it's
I definitely, So I would definitely say that. So with that being said, this isn't our live to showcase our love, but I would like to ask you a question.
Okay.
And so we've been together for since 2012, right? So what has been, I guess, the most memorable thing that you can remember that we've done together and that was the most special to you? We've done a lot now, but out of all the things we've done, what would you say is the most memorable thing that we've ever done together, that you still think about to this day?
Most memorable? Oh, that's a really good question. For me, that's a good one. I have a lot of memorable things that we've done together. I think it depends on, let's see. Okay, I would say when we were dating, I think the most memorable thing that we did was when we learned our love languages.
Yeah.
And our gifts were more meaningful. Like when I gave you the coupon book and it was like all of your love language things in there and you were able to cash them in and get whatever it was.
Are those expired or can I still cash them in?
You can still cash them in. Y'all, he still has that coupon book. At this point, y'all know coupons expire within a year or so, but I'll let him have them.
Yeah,
but anywho, so when I'd say like during engagement / when we first got married, the honeymoon was the most memorable time. I remember everything about the honeymoon. That was just like, again, like a new chapter. We experienced traveling together. I think that, I love to travel.
Yeah.
And then I would say now, I know with the vid, we did a lot of creative indoor dates. And so that was really, really fun. Like we'll create like a movie's theme, or it just depends on what we got going on. Like I remember we did a game marathon, stuff like that. I'm quality time all day.
Yeah.
So anything with quality time, you got me.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get to some of these chats really quickly. We've missed quite a.
Yes.
Let's see where we are.
Then we can get this thing started.
I really had where I was, but I lost it. Right here. Oh. Welcome, Robin Harris. God, I don't know. Nah, we actually not pastors, but I will minister to you if you need me to, but I'm not a pastor though, but praise God. God is good.
That's right. All the time.
Keeping up with the Griffins with the $5 dono. Appreciate y'all, man. Great, dope couple. So if you in this building and you don't know about them, go check them out, man. We got a lot of great content creators in the building right now. So, I mean, we graced, we're definitely graced with a lot of great presence within this chat, man. So thank y'all again for everything.
Absolutely.
Got TV3D in here. Welcome, brother.
What's up?
My mama in this thing.
Hey, come through Wakanda.
Got me now with the $4.99 $5 dono. Appreciate you for that. Appreciate you. I never know what to say with donos, like with 99, because some lives I watch they'll round it up and some will say the 99. So that's why I said $4.99 $5 dono. So I appreciate that, or we appreciate that. A lot of people speaking to each other. Got Brandon and Alex.
Hey,
what's good, family? People speaking. Yeah, y'all network. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this started, man. We've held y'all. I know they in the back room sweating right now. So, and we got this building rented for only about maybe another couple more hours. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show started. So y'all know, again, if y'all been rocking with us for quite some time, we do it right. So we don't just bring couples up, or we don't just bring people up. We have introductions. So I'm going to introduce the first couple, and then they will introduce a couple, and then I'll go back. Look like my man's is up.
He's up.
Yeah, so y'all bear with us. We working with a prince right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and introduce the first couple. I'll be back.
I got you. All right, coming to the stage. Couple number one. They've been knowing each other for about 1 year, 8 months, and 2 days. And this actually changed because when I asked for this information, it was maybe a month ago. So we will add another month on top of that. So we'll say 1 year and 9 months is how long they've been knowing one another. They've been dating for about 1 year and 7 months. As I mentioned, we'll add another month. So 1 year and 8 months they've been dating. We asked each couple, what's the most important thing that you learned in your relationship thus far? This couple said, quality of time is better than quantity of time. If that ain't a word, I don't know what it is. So introducing to the stage, y'all know them as Kayla Marr. They're coming to the stage as Michaela and Marcus. Again, Kayla Marr, welcome to the live.
Hey,
what's good?
Yo, that introduction, boy, you got it.
Hey, man, we want to do it right, man. Y'all are a great couple, and we want to make sure that we showcasing y'all the right way. So definitely really appreciate y'all for just taking the time to agree, to this, and not really knowing us from, the corner boy up the street, but y'all said do it, So definitely are gracious, to have y'all, and we really appreciate y'all for taking y'all's night out, the weekend of Valentine's Day, to be with us during this live.
Well, look, it's our pleasure. It is our pleasure. We're honored that you asked.
Right.
Absolutely.
Y'all are a vibe, so we appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Hey,
baby fever.
It's the star of the show.
All right, so I'll do the next couple, or do you want to go ahead and go?
I can go ahead and go.
All right.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Beautiful.
Come on.
He's still trying to wake up, so because he heard you talking upstairs, he was like, what is that talking about?
Okay, we're gonna switch back there.
Okay,
Hey, and y'all getting the live uncut. This is not a video. This ain't editing. This is what y'all are getting. What y'all getting right now. So, all right, go ahead.
All right. So I might have missed how you introduced, so I'm just gonna kind of do this thing. So the next couple that we're going to introduce, they have been with each other for 30 years, or excuse me, they have known each other for 30 years. Y'all, I'm 31. That's my whole life. Okay. They met at church when they were 3 years old. Y'all don't know who I met at 3.
Not on the praise dance team together.
Yes.
Hey, all right, there.
Come on, drums and singing. Come on now. They have been married for 13 years. They have been together for 17 years. And One of the important things that they've learned in their marriage is it takes a lot of work, commitment, and love. And that's the truth. You hear me? I want to welcome to the stage, or we want to welcome to the stage, the Mccarters.
Yo.
Hey.
We can't hear y'all.
We can't hear y'all. Let's see if it's something on our end. No.
All right, while y'all work that out, I'll go ahead and bring the last couple to the stage. So this couple, they made it official 8 years ago. We're talking about almost a decade. Like, can y'all think about what y'all had done in the last decade? Probably a lot. So they met about 8 years ago. Not long after the 7th year, that's when they decided to basically cohesively join their love together into being a unit of one. There you go. I hear y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. Their motto is, and has always been, they are in it to win it.
Yes.
And that means communication and patience is the key in building a destiny together. Without further ado, y'all know them as Leo and Winston, but as a YouTube community, we know them as House of Entertainment. Don't forget the Incorporated. Bring y'all to the stage right now, House of X.
Hey, you guys.
What's good? What's good? And I knew this would happen, so that's why, we already talked about it. So we're going to keep this show going, y'all. All right. So basically how we formatted this is we're going to ask y'all a series of questions. We're going to work y'all into the harder questions later, but we're going to start out with some fun questions. Some questions that's going to really allow the people in the chat to get to know y'all better. And let's get straight to it. All righty. So let's see where we at. All right. So we like to call this the warm up, so. And if you trying to figure out what the warm up is, when you crank your car up and it's cold, you warming it up. So that's what we're going to do right now. So once the car has reached into the middle between hot and cold, then we're going to get this thing started. So right now we're going cold. We're going to hit this warm up. So we're going to start with on our screen, Kayla Mar is at the top. So we'll start with them. So, and you all can choose who answers the question first, or if you want me to choose who answers it first. But I want to give y'all full autonomy in this situation. But if y'all like, nah, you choose, I'll choose. But I'll start with y'all to see how it goes, and then we'll move from there. All right, question number 1. What is your favorite nickname for your significant other?
I call him baby. I'm kind of boring. I don't have another name. I may say it in a different tone, baby.
Same here. I don't really use nicknames with her because I used to use nicknames a lot just because I didn't know their name. And so I didn't want to bring that energy to this one. So I was like, yeah, let me not disrespect her like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that. All right. Okay. The Mccarters. Same question. What is your favorite nickname for your significant other?
Okay. So his middle name is Terrell, but I like to call him Terrell. I don't even know why. It's just something that I just started calling him, and I was just stuck with it. So Terrell, like I rarely call him by his first name, which is Jeremy, and so if I call him that, he knows it's something. So we go with Terrell for me.
Okay. I think it's the way it's spelled. I spell my middle name Terrel instead of 2 R's or 2 L and 2 L's. It's just Terrel. So I think that's where she got the Terrell from. I'm pretty simple also. Baby. Yeah, that's pretty much. I call you baby. That's pretty much it. I ain't got no little cute pet name.
Right. Little muffin top.
Right. I'm pretty simple. It's just baby with me.
Okay. House of X.
Well, we don't really have nicknames, but we normally call each other by our stage names.
Yeah. So
Like Miss Mary.
My stage name is Elegance, so we just call each other Teddy and Elegance.
Yeah, so we call it by. Sometimes we call each other by stage names. So I'll be like Elegance, and then he says Teddy. Normally, if you don't know us, they be like, who are you saying? Isn't his name Leo and isn't his name Watson? So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we just different because I know in the first part of our relationship, I don't know where she got this name from. I have no idea, but she called me Moo Moo.
A long time.
And
y'all, that was like rolling off the tongue. I didn't care where I was. And Mom, I'd be like, Moo Moo, come here.
Like, I did grow up on a farm. I never once insinuated that I like cows. No, I don't even really. I drink milk like that, but not like that. So I don't know, but
I don't know.
Moo.
Maybe
he was Moo Moo for years, y'all.
Oh my!
I know he was glad when I.
And it was crazy because every nickname she called me, I would call her that exact same nickname.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing. I didn't understand. Like, so at first I was like, "Why are you calling me that?" And then I was so used to hearing it that I started saying it, and I was pushing it back towards her. So we called each other. So we basically called each other the same nicknames. Like, like that's just how it is.
Y'all, he be copying me.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't original when it comes to that, so I ain't gonna hold you.
So right now we just said bae.
So we just said bae.
We ain't even that baby, y'all. We tired, bae.
Right.
It was crazy because like I don't know how many I don't know if y'all like call each other, by their first name sometimes, but we never say each other's first name. And if we do, then we're probably like mad at each other.
Right.
So like never. So like it's even times where she'll say my first name and I'm like, who you talking to?
Right.
I'm so used to hearing bae, like I don't even know my name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but enough of this. This is not about us. This is about y'all. All right. So next question. Now we'll start from House of X and work our way up. So next question. What was the first thing that came to your mind the first time you set eyes on your significant other?
You go. Where you want me to go?
Oh my God. You go first.
Okay. You want the long story or the short story?
Whichever story you want to give.
Okay. Well, it starts back from MySpace, and then it lead back up to Facebook. So it was like bringing back the memory of seeing him on MySpace. So it was like, oh, this is the guy that I was talking to on MySpace and the guy I saw in the club performing. Then when we actually met up, we did the whole meet together, it was like, oh, he looks more better in person. Yeah.
I would think I look the same, but okay. When I first seen Watson, I seen him at the club for the first time, but I was coming around. And I remember looking at him going, oh my God, Watson is gorgeous. But then when I came back out, Watson had left. So when he came to get me at the train station, like a couple of years later, it was the same effect. It was like, oh my God, Watson is gorgeous.
You said I was short.
Well, I was going to leave that out, but okay.
You said I was short.
All right, the Mccarters. Let's hear it.
Man.
Now, this is a funny story because when you introduced us, you said we've known each other for 30 years, which is true because we met when we were like babies, literally. So honestly, I don't know, but I can imagine, because we were so young, I had to have been like, I want to do that, but I want to share this juice box or whatnot. But no, I really don't know because we were so young. At 3, I don't know, but probably I guess coming up, we were like really good friends, and so we just were like, just a little playful little thing at first, because we were like really young when we first met. So what would you say?
It's pretty much the same, man. We were so young when we first met, 30 years ago. So I really don't remember that. But growing up in church together, when we got a little older, she plays the drums. So seeing her on the drums, I was like, all right, little sexy thing up there can play. All right, play them drums.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, man, she always had real pretty eyes, you know what I'm saying, to me. So, and very beautiful smile. So, probably my wife's face is very pretty. So I'm sure that was the first thing that caught me, her face. Like she's like a very pretty woman. So that's probably the first thing that actually caught me. And when I was like, all right, yeah, let's go with that. Let's holler at you.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got to be showing out now.
All right. Kayla Moore, let's hear it.
Well, I was relieved because we met on the dating app. So honestly, his profile pictures wasn't that great. It was really, I'm being honest.
It's straight.
Right. I had to come in and teach him how to take a selfie. But so when I saw him in person, it was kind of like a relief. Like, thank God, like he looked really handsome, and he had, the buffness. That was nice. So it was relief. Like, okay, Chocolate City over here looking.
So I was actually relieved as well because we had actually talked on the phone before we met, and her profile was cool, and she was extremely nice. She was so nice. I was like, this is fake. This has got to be a catfish. And so when I opened the door, it was 100% relief because I was like, thank God. I could have sworn she was about to be a 300-pound white man. So I was very relieved.
It's a relief on both ends. Like,
right. It sound like your selfie, you taking pictures up your nostrils. You know those pictures?
I wasn't that bad. Now.
Might as well have.
All right, now.
Hey, Marcus, like, with the women, man, like, we just can't win with that because, like, to this day, if I'm taking a picture and it's too much white wall or too much floor, it's not something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? So it be like perfectly in your face, and I'm like, well, I know everybody in this chat has a better side. I know I have a better side than the other side, but I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get the better side of me. You talking about it's too much wall. And I'm like, hey, so I hear it all the time. So okay, I definitely get you on that. All right. Next question. If your significant other was arrested, what would he or she most likely be arrested for? So we're going to start with the Mccarters on this one.
Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Oh, hell.
I'll let you go ahead.
If you were arrested, what would you most likely be arrested
Please say my
name. With him, I would say, I would say his like the way he talks, and the reason why I say this because he's not afraid to voice like whatever he feels, and because we've had an experience before, the police pulls us over, and he's like, the police like, asking him questions, and he's kind of just like, like, why are you in my business? Like, I have the right to go where I want to go. And I'm looking like, what is the police? You can't be talking that. And he's just like, I don't care about I don't care about him being the police. He can't do that to me. And I'm just like, what? Like, this boy crazy. And so, yeah, that would be my answer. Him just being, which is a good thing to be confident like that, not afraid to speak what you feel. But I don't know. You got, the way the world is set up today, you have to be careful. But him, he's not afraid of nothing. So that's what I feel like it would be.
So disorderly conduct is what you're telling me. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. That's a misdemeanor.
Like, really nice.
She was arrested for something. So we have a 12-year-old son, and he plays basketball.
I'm a week
So at these games, listen, this girl, man, listen, she be arguing with the referees so bad, man. Like, he ain't getting his fouls. If he ain't like, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, please just calm down. So it'll probably be disorderly conduct too. She be talking to them refs, bro. I think she be want to beat him up, man. Like, so she'll probably swing on one of the refs, man, and they'll have to escort out the game, man. But I'm gonna say somebody messing with her children, you know, she gonna go crazy on you.
And he is most definitely right about it.
That's anybody.
That is so funny.
Because when my boy playing, he better get his files.
Facts.
Right.
Right.
Look, every time she send me a video, I hear in the back, "Go son, go
Right.
I believe you."
I'm just waiting on the time to go to his events, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna scream. Like, I've been waiting to say this for the longest, but I can't wait to say, "That's my son."
Right.
I'm just looking around. Yeah,
Because you are definitely going to be that parent. I promise.
Right.
that's what it is. Thank y'all for that. So we got two orders of disorderly conduct. Okay, it's about a year to
Oh my
some
God.
probation. All right, so House of X, let's hear it.
Oh hell.
If Watson was to get arrested, oh my God, I would definitely say his mouth, but also jaywalking. He just walks across the street. He ain't waiting for no light. He don't care about.
See, once thing you don't love your life because New York is I was like, it's there in New York.
New York and Vegas,
Valley.
they don't
They
play.
definitely don't
They're not
play.
stopping for no pedestrian.
For Leo, it would be if you get him mad, it'd probably be his temper.
My temper. What is that?
You
make me sound like an angry person, girl.
you're not that angry.
So I'm angry.
No.
What are you trying to imply?
You're not angry.
Y'all see how he got me looking on camera, right? Real nice, Mark. Make them think I'm angry.
Valentine's Day weekend, we ain't trying to start that now.
Actually, before we move any further, let me do my disclaimer.
Yeah, we are a
Any
witness to
relationship
jaywalking.
here after tonight on this panel, I just want y'all to know that y'all actually agreed to this. Right? Y'all want to say any questions with our limits. Of course, we ain't gonna do y'all like that, but if y'all in tonight, don't
We'll do that.
Relationships. Nah. I just want to put that out there. All right, Kayla Martin, let's hear it.
Keep it cute, Brandon.
You go first.
All right, so that's easy. This one will get arrested for speeding. I don't think she understands what the speed limit is.
I don't speed, Marcus.
You don't speed,
No.
really?
Yes.
All right, so nothing's off limits, right?
Nothing.
When you got pulled over,
A couple
Oh.
of weeks ago, but I didn't get a ticket though.
but were you speeding?
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
I don't. It's rare between though. He making it seem worse than it really is.
When last time I got pulled over?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, my turn. So I think Marcus would get arrested for trespassing. Yes. Let me tell you why. Because every Sunday when it's warm, Marcus has to go to the car lots. And he goes to Mercedes, Porsche, all them. And they had those little lights and stuff saying warning, like you're trespassing. And we walking around, he's like, oh, it's fine. He gonna get picked up from the cop for trespassing.
Nope. They
Oh.
close those lots, and that's the day you can go around shop
They say let's leave.
and whatever.
Okay.
So typical.
Wow. All right, thank y'all for that. And anybody new in the chat, thank y'all for joining us. To stay on time, I want to make sure that we're staying with the questions. But again, thank y'all for taking the time out to join us tonight. Next question. One habit that your partner has that you cannot stand. You absolutely cannot stand.
Cute, man.
Now, see, Marcus is weak right now. So Marcus, Kayla Martin, let's hear it.
So I'm pretty sure everybody knows what's coming.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Just she's smacking all the time. All in my ear, just like, I know it's good, but come on.
I'm trying to do better, y'all.
Now she's doing a lot better, so much better than I thought she was going to be at this point. But it still happens.
I'm used to smacking. I mean, it's a what's the thing? It's genetics.
Mm-mm.
It's genetics.
It's not.
Not passing down through the bloodline.
It is.
My ancestors used to smack, so it was
My
a
grandpa smack, my mama smack.
When it's good, we smack.
Mhm.
So Marcus, he has an iPad, which I'm sure a lot of people do, but he takes this iPad everywhere and it gets on my nerves. He'll have it in the bed when we sleeping and have it on. He'll have it when he's in the shower, got it on full blast on the speakers. He'll have it in the car, underneath the bed, just everywhere, in the kitchen, on the stove. Like, who puts it? It gets on my nerves, and I feel like it's a second girlfriend. I don't like it.
All right, House of X, let's hear it.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy for me. Watson talks on the phone way too much. Constant and bathroom on the phone. Go to get the mail, he on the phone. Go to the store, he on the phone. It's very hard to get 5 minutes with your own husband. I bet you ain't hear that from me because I ain't want to gossip. Okay.
Okay.
There's people in the chat that know because he on the phone with most of y'all half the time.
Okay. For Leo, he has a habit
Keep it cute.
of not putting his clothes where they belong. So I'd be like, Leo, your clothes go in the closet. Your clothes go in the bin. This is big style. And he'd be like, Ronson, I'll get to my clothes. I'm like, sometimes he got his shoes laying around. Sometimes he got his clothes all around on the bed. I'm like, yeah, pick up your clothes now. Pick up your clothes.
Just for clarification, I just have a lot of clothes. That's all.
Too many.
Happen to be in different places of the house. That's all.
Gotcha. Way to justify.
Okay, no doubt.
Leo, Watson, love the phone.
Child.
All right. We're gonna kick it to the Mccarters.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. We live like right by a train track.
Oh,
so there's
yeah,
a train going right now. If y'all can't hear us, but and having that, he has that really gets on my nerves. Is he'll throw his shoes in the middle of the floor sometimes when we get home, and I'll be asleep or something and probably get up to go to the bathroom, and I'm tripping about to run into the wall because I didn't tripped up the shoes. And that irritates me. So I'm like, why would he put these shoes to the side of the bed, anywhere but in the middle of the floor? Like, I don't understand. I'm right.
I do. All right, so we only naming one.
Do you, brother? Do you?
I'm gonna throw two at you. I'm gonna throw two at you. So, for one, she do this little thing, and a lot of people do it when they throat be itching, and they be like, and they be doing a little thing with their throat, like she be.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Scratching
about.
her throat and scratching her ear and be hollering. I'd be like, yo, Jesus Christ, can you please? Just, Jesus Christ. She do that, and
they said one.
And so when she first got pregnant with our son Aiden, she started eating cornstarch?
Mm-hmm.
She started eating cornstarch. And so what she does, I hate when she eats it. I can't stand it. But what she does, she'll sneak it in the house, put it in the little drawer somewhere where I don't see it. And I'll be going through stuff, and I'm like, what is this?
He hasn't seen me do that, like as much as I did when I was pregnant. He hadn't seen that.
She be sneaking. That's what I'm exactly. She's sneaking it in. You feel me?
Hey, I think it's
so
for that called. What's that show called? My Strange Addictions.
Oh yeah,
right.
And you know what? I don't even know why. Like when I got pregnant with my son, I don't have a clue why. That was like one of the things that I was drawn to. I guess it was the taste of it or something, or the way it dries your mouth out. Because at the time when I was pregnant, I had the spit and I hated it, and so I would put that in my mouth.
That's the word.
Yeah, I had put that in my mouth, and so eventually it became just something that I just did. But now I don't. I don't. He caught me one time. He did catch me one time, y'all. I had it, but I don't eat it like that.
You making me want to
hilarious.
You want to try it? Look, that spitting while you're pregnant is no joke.
Man,
I had it for a minute. I was like,
it's the worst. I hated it.
Ugh, that was tough.
All right. Thank y'all for that. And we're now reaching the final portion of the warm-up before we get into the actual real Q&A.
That's the warm-ups.
But that is the warm-up. So I thought, hey, we want to go ahead and we want to get everybody flustered right now so you can just unleash it all. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
The last question for the warm-up is, what is the one thing that your spouse thinks they can cook but really can't?
Ooh.
Or if they can't cook at all, just say that and then we can just kind of keep it moving. But, hopefully everybody at least attempts to cook something so that way they have something that. So, all right, let's hear. So we're going to start with House of X.
Well, that's hard because Watson's cooking is actually excellent because he does that as a passion of his. So I don't have anything that I dislike that he cooks. He just sometimes, because he's from the island, I love you, boo, makes his food just a little bit too spicy for me.
Keep it cute.
I'm just saying, he like his food spicy. I think it's an island thing, but other than that, he's fine.
Okay, well, let's see. Leo,
they know I don't cook. It's okay.
He doesn't cook, but
I ain't ashamed of that.
he can make fried chicken without the season.
Ooh, without the season. Wait a minute, time out, pause. Hold up. What you mean without the season? When I cooked for you, we made barbecue chicken.
Yes, barbecue chicken.
You haven't even tasted my chicken by itself.
Barbecue chicken with guidance. Yes.
Ooh. I can make breakfast very good. He trying to make me look bad, but it's all right. It's all right.
It's barbecue chicken with the guidance.
I can cook breakfast.
Okay. Kayla Mar.
Oh, Lord. Honestly, Marcus, he's the cooker of the relationship. There's nothing that I've had of his that I just didn't like. He smokes everything. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
Now we get the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time he made some smoked cinnamon rolls.
Wait. You said smoked cinnamon rolls?
Yes, he tried to smoke
Cinnamon
everything.
rolls? You said cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls are sweet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You smoked them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I got to hear this story. I'm sorry about that.
The first time he made them, it was his first time. So I wasn't trying to be like, but it was a bit too much. He had too much butter on it. It was a bit soggy. But the second time was great. But the first time,
No, I agree. The first time was
okay.
garbage. It was garbage. I don't know why she was scared to tell me.
I want you to still cook. That's
Cinnamon rolls.
I mean, I don't have a choice. See, the problem is she doesn't cook. Now, she has probably cooked, 4 times since we've been together?
Yes, all right.
And so I really can't say there's nothing she doesn't do well because she just doesn't do it at all.
Put a little bit extra in that.
I'm
But,
just saying.
They were passionate about that.
Right.
She just didn't do it at all.
right. I
Heard
cooked
all
twice
the
last
yells at
week.
the end.
I cooked twice last week.
See, okay, now we going back to the smacking, right? Your food is good, so you gotta accept the smacking.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm eating it too.
It's a compliment.
You
Take
don't
a
smack
compliment.
All right. The Mccarters.
It ain't really nothing. Now, let me back up. Now, when we first got married, we were young.
I could cook it.
She couldn't boil a hot dog. I mean, we were young. we were.
Now you wrong for that.
She made.
He's so wrong for that.
Listen, she made
my God.
She made some hamburger helper one time.
That was the worst hamburger.
Hamburger helper just didn't really. The cheese didn't really hit like it was supposed to. I ate it anyway. I ate it anyway. She was like, I remember her asking me how it tastes. I was like, sorry.
I know he was lying because I didn't even eat it.
But,
Don't
you
feel
know,
bad.
as
I made
the
it and came
marriage-
out salty.
As the marriage grew and she got older, her grandmother, God rest her soul, was an amazing cook. So she would call her grandma and be like, Grandma, how I do this? How I do this? How I do this? And so she kind of walked her through some stuff, and she got pretty amazing at everything. So everything that she makes now is pretty amazing. I love it. So yeah, it ain't nothing that she can't do now. But yeah, when they first started out, it was shaky.
You know, I'm glad to hear that. That gives us hope. That gives me hope.
Give you hope.
You tried it. Miss Mary.
And so in our house, I do most of the cooking really because he's not.
Not most. You do all.
Yeah, he doesn't cook. Like he probably can boil a hot dog, or some rice or something. He can cook a mean breakfast. I give him that, but
Cool with a breakfast.
I wouldn't eat no chicken or nothing.
No.
That chicken would be horrible. But it's okay. Because I do all the cooking, so it's okay.
Right.
Now, okay. So we got 3 couples that one significant other does 98.9% of the cooking. Can we get some head shakes on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not even a part of this. This is just impromptu. Would you like to see your spouse cook more?
Yep.
Y'all see what I'm doing there? I'm trying to help y'all out.
I appreciate it.
I know I need to do better. I know.
No.
God ain't through with me yet. I'm working on it.
It's a no.
Well, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I used to be there. She is a phenomenal cook. I used to put broccoli in the microwave. And I used to do that. So again, God delivered me. And, now that I'm with her, like she thinks I'm better than what I am, but I'm okay. Like
In the microwave.
He can cook, y'all. He can cook. Let me tell y'all, when I first discovered he could not cook, there was this thing called a flavor wave. And it's like it's almost like the old school air fryer in a sense. Y'all, everything went in this flavor wave. And then, like he said, he put the broccoli in the microwave. Y'all, why did everything he seasoned his whole plate? Everything on his plate was seasoned with lemon pepper. I hate lemon pepper. But think about it.
Black national anthem.
Everything you put your fork in is lemon pepper. You got a plate full of lemon pepper, everything. I said, oh, heck no. You open his cabinet, it's just lemon pepper. It's just a lemon pepper. I'm like, where the rest of your stuff at?
Lemon pepper in the bottle, lemon pepper spilled in the cabinet, lemon pepper on the countertop.
With lemon. I said, yeah, no, we got to do something about this.
But like as I mentioned, I was in that situation to where I just I would either warm stuff. I mean, I was into warming things up, even like things I would put into the actual like air fryer / flavor wave. It could just basically cook frozen things. So I just never really had to know how to cook really. And meeting her, that was just like not acceptable. So she was like, hey, I want to cook meal too sometimes. And, I actually understood that. And she just basically, I just kind of watched her, and mainly a lot of it is knowing how long to cook something and what to season it with. If you can master those two, you can cook, so just making sure that I know what to season things with. And a lot of the seasonings, are really transferable amongst a lot of things that you cook anyways. So, and then you just add extras based on whatever you're cooking. But I was there, so I definitely understand, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. Some of y'all been together for a very long time and it's still the same way. So I don't know if it's in the hope for some of y'all. All right. So the warm-up is complete. Y'all good?
Oh, we
ready.
Okay. Ain't nobody had to hit nobody's leg because they talking too much, had they?
No, mine's burning a little bit.
All right, okay. All right, so you want to kick it off with the first question?
Yes.
All right.
Let me see your phone. Thank you. All right, so the first question. This is for Kayla, Yasmin, and Wanston. How did you meet and who made the first move?
Ooh.
How did you meet and who made the first move? Let's start with Wanston.
Okay. Well, we reconnected back on Facebook. I saw Leo's picture through a mutual friend on Facebook. So I would say I made the first move. I inboxed him. I inboxed him and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever. And then I friended him on Facebook, hoping he would friend me back. So I made the first move.
Okay.
So you messaged him and then friended him without him responding?
I messaged him first saying, "Hey," and then I was like, "Oh my God, I should have friended him first." But I went ahead and just friended him.
And you said this was on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't poke him or nothing. Y'all remember that poke?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad they did away with that
Yeah,
feature.
that
That was
That was so annoying.
Yeah.
It really was.
You poked me. What does that mean?
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's go, Yasmin.
Well, I'm just gonna use like when we became teenagers and started talking. He actually made the first move. Like he asked me to be his girlfriend. I thought he was playing. I was like, huh? What do you mean you want me to be your girlfriend? I didn't think he was serious or whatever, but of course I said yes. And we've been together ever since. Literally.
Okay. And Kayla.
Well, we met on the dating app Bumble, and it's actually where the woman has to make the first move. Now, Marcus did swipe right on me. So I swiped right on him, and then it was like, boom, you're a match. And then I had to message him first. So the woman can't the man can't message first. So I said, "Hey, how are you doing, Marcus?" So I made the first move.
So, and this is a follow-up to that. So those of you that actually made the first move, was there any static in the response from that individual, or was it a smooth transaction?
For me, once Leo kind of found out that I moved back to New York and I lived in the Bronx, the conversation started to get more intense. He started to respond a little bit more faster. Then it went to a lot, not really sexual talk, but it was like, the boo talk. Mm-hmm. So it was like, okay, the tension started to get there.
Okay. The Mccarters.
It was smooth transition with us. We were really good friends already, and we was working at Burger King. We was working at Burger King together, and I think I was working there for like 2 weeks. I left. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take
another wobble.
I walked out. I couldn't take it no more. But when we were working together, like we were really close, and so yeah, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she gladly accepted.
Okay.
Sure.
With us, I would say it was smooth as well, because Marcus's response, it kind of turned me on a little bit. He said, when I said, "How are you?" He said, "I'm better now since I'm talking to you." And he was saying like, you said something like, "I've been waiting on you." And I was like, So that was really cute. Everything was smooth with us. And I think that's why we moved so quickly too, because it was all easy. So.
Gotcha. Okay. And that wasn't a part of the Q&A. I just wanted to ask that follow-up question, so I can swerve off quick. So just be prepared for that.
Okay.
Whoa, I'm a little whiplash. I just went to the chiropractor too, so I got to let this last for at least another week and a half. So let me chill out. All right. So this is for Marcus, Jeremy, and Leo. Where did the two of you go on your first date? Let's kick it up a notch. What did each of you order, if you can remember that?
You have to do the restaurant.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start with Kayla Mar.
All right. So our first date was at Smoothie King. And you
He don't remember.
You got a strawberry banana smoothie, didn't you?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, it didn't.
Maybe not. Maybe she didn't. What did you get?
I got a tropical smoothie.
What's in it?
I mean, it has strawberries and bananas, but that wasn't all.
What else is in it?
Mango, pineapple.
Okay. Now what I get? What I get?
You got the gladiator.
Okay, she's right. She's right.
Oh.
I didn't think you knew that. All right.
Okay. Actually, I do either the Gladiator or I do the Power Punch Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two that I go with.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which one you do. Is it the
Whatever look good that they
Right.
She all about what's in it. I'm like, okay, what can this do for me?
Nah.
Yep.
I'm like, her, what's in it?
All right, the Mccarters.
Our first date was
I don't know.
movies.
These two are so loud, y'all. We're gonna mute out there so y'all can.
Yeah, we're gonna mute. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, our first date was the movies. I was trying to remember what movie we went to see, but I can't remember. It's been so long ago now that I do not remember what movie we went to see. But I just remember we went to the
stayed
movie.
at the movies though.
Yeah, we used to do the movies a lot before the kids came. We still do it, but all Marvel movies, not Disney. But
right.
Yeah, our first date was the movie.
House of X.
What is it? I think the last time we answered this question, we said a different answer. So it depends on what first date exactly you mean. Because in my head, I think we had two first dates.
It has to be the
But
restaurant.
if we're talking about like going out, their first date would be the Spanish restaurant. I think we had chicken and rice, but it was like the 20-piece chicken or something like that. What's it called? You know what it's called?
The boneless chicken.
Yeah, but isn't there a name for it or something?
The Spanish restaurant calls it pollo, and it's like crispy boneless chicken with the white rice and the beans.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I don't think we had white rice.
what we had, the red rice?
Yeah, the yellow rice, I think. Right?
Yeah, we had the yellow rice with the beans on it. So it was like a family combo, and then
Yeah,
it was like a family combo.
like chicken and rice and beans.
Yeah.
There we go.
Gotcha. Thank y'all for that. All right. So this is for Kayla, Yasmin, and Winston. So would your significant other rather spend an evening in with you or a night out with you? And just to add a little spice to that, if y'all have that favorite place that is most memorable to y'all, what is that one? It could be the park or his favorite rooftop, restaurant. What is that one place that means the most to y'all?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Leo would rather to stay in the house.
I knew he was gonna say that.
And me cook, and we probably just spend time together, and maybe either watch a movie or something, and just spend the evening. The memorable place, I would say, it would have to be Asbury Park. It would have to be Asbury Park when I actually attended my very, very, very first pageant. And it was around Valentine's weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's your favorite memory?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would have to be Asbury Park. We've been there twice. We went for Leo's 5th year anniversary. Then that was the first time I was actually in the actual scene of pageants. So that was like one of my favorite memories.
Well, that was like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss Mary.
All right, the McCarters.
So we don't really have a favorite place, but like any time together for us is cool because we like to bond with each other. We like to ride, just get in the car and just ride and talk, which is probably something most people probably don't do, but we like to do that. We'll be in the car. I mean, we'll just ride for at least about an hour, just talking and just sharing that time together. Because you know, when you have kids, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna say it is kind of hard because you know, kids require a lot of your time, and being that like my son, he plays basketball as he stated earlier, so like we're gone a lot, you know, with him playing sports, and then just mostly anything we're happy to go outside. Like, let's go outside and just walk around, you know, or just ride. That's like what our favorite thing is to do. One of our memorable things I would say is anytime we can like go to the beach, because you know we're away from work, and we just get that long time together, and we just get out there and we relax and just enjoy our time together.
For us, I would say most memorable place. This is gonna sound weird, y'all, but I'm being honest. It's honestly the couch because meeting during COVID, everything was shut down. So we didn't have many options. So we had to be really creative. And the couch is where we, you know, watched a whole bunch of movies and had a whole bunch of deep conversations, staying up till, 6 a.m., just talking about everything and nothing. And Marcus likes to watch boring documentaries, but that's probably what he would prefer to do. Stay in and sit on the couch and cuddle up with some wine and watch a crime documentary.
Hey, Marcus, you sound like me, man. Do you like to watch Investigation Discovery?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Like, I try not to come off, because I'm not even built like that, but I can see if somebody, views you as a person that watches that all the time, you can be deemed a crazy person, because it's like, dang, I like to watch those things like Fatal Attraction and like, it's a whole lot of other crazy shows. I'm like, because I just want to see like how crazy people are. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that, but people are crazy. Like, I remember one episode of Fatal Attraction. And again, y'all, this probably finna get gruesome, but I remember this guy, he killed his girlfriend. He chopped her body up and put on the barbecue grill. Like, I'm like, what? Like, I cannot make, I'm like, what? Like, so I'm gonna just leave that there, but I'm with you, man. I love to watch those types of shows, man. And I can watch them all day. All right. So the next set of questions are going to be for you both to answer in each relationship. So next question is, what would your significant other say is your favorite feature, or is their favorite feature of yours? What would your significant other say their favorite feature of yours? So let's start with Caleb Marr, since y'all went last.
Okay, you can go first.
So what would Kay say my favorite feature of hers is? I don't think she knows.
Yes, I do. I told you last night.
You told me last night what my favorite feature of yours is?
Wait, what? That's not what he said.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So what will your significant other say that, what is their favorite feature of yours?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know. Especially mine, boy.
I don't know what she would say.
Yes.
But I'm going to say her eyes.
That's one of them. So I'll yeah, that's a good one. I do like my eyes. For you, your beard, period.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. We'll take it.
The beard.
All right, House of X.
What would you say my favorite feature is? What's my favorite feature, Watson?
Leo's favorite feature would be his fashion.
You think so?
Yeah.
You like my fashion?
Yeah.
I got style.
Yeah.
That's swag. And don't you forget it. Yeah. Favorite feature. Watson's smart, so I love his intelligence. But he probably know I would say that because I say that all the time. Like, I love how smart he is. because it pushes me to be smarter.
Somebody that pushes you.
Yeah, you need that. You know?
Absolutely. All right, the Mccarters.
So hold on, what am I doing? My favorite feature of her, or
so what would your significant other say their favorite feature is of yours?
mine? She would probably. She likes my beard, man. Like it's she loves. Yeah, I think she would say the beard. So I cut it one time, and she was like, "What? What? How you cut it?" I was like, "Hey, I thought I was pretty handsome. I thought, but you need to grow your beard back." I was like, "Jesus Christ, okay, all right, I'll grow it back." My beard.
For him, I would say my smile, and then he likes everything. Very like complimentary of everything, but I'm gonna definitely go with my smile for sure.
Okay. All right, you get the next one.
Okay. Y'all excuse my back and forth.
He's saying, hello, excuse me, bottle please.
That is cute how all three of y'all got on like matching outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better work.
Is this right? She plans it all. She just tell me what to wear and I put it on.
Nothing wrong with it.
Good man.
So finish this sentence. I wish my husband would pay as much attention to me as he does his.
Oh, phone.
Okay, House of X hit it.
Oh, I wish my husband would pay as much attention as he does to his game.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Leo, what would you say?
His phone.
Oh, you said phone. Okay. My bad. Okay, Kayla Moore.
His iPad.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I forgot about the iPad is next to the stove in his bed. All right, the Mccarters.
I'm gonna say his music, cause he'll do that all day, all night if he could. Y'all don't know he's a singer and he also produces music, and when he get in his zone, he in his zone. Yeah. Which I ain't mad at him though, because he does great work, but we gotta hang out too.
Y'all can be at the studio door like.
I'll be at the microphone like, you ain't gonna. So you don't want to come in? You ain't gonna say.
So you can't text back.
Look. Oh, you gonna hear this?
She pulled the mic, bro.
I can see her doing it for you. Okay, so next question. What is your significant other's most repeated sentence or phrase?
Do we have one?
For one, I would have to go with you tried it.
Oh, go ahead. House of X. What'd you say?
I said Wanson's favorite catchphrase is "You tried it."
Okay.
Leah would be Miss Mary.
I agree.
He would be like, yeah, when he knows I'm working his nerves, he'd be like, keep it cute, Miss Mary.
In other words, you stepping on my nerve. Mm-hmm. That is too funny. Okay, the Mccarters.
Transaction.
We got a 12-year-old son, and me, of course. So I would say a favorite phrase is I'm not gonna keep on cleaning up behind y'all. I'm not y'all maid. I'm not gonna keep on cleaning up behind y'all. Y'all just you just gonna live and feel. You just gonna live and feel? Okay.
It is true. That is very true. That is.
I'm so
God.
Those
And
earrings
his
are
for me
everything.
would be, you so extra. Why you gotta be so extra? Why you gotta be? I am, y'all. It's so true.
so funny. All right,
Oh
Kate.
my God, that's so funny.
Daddy.
You be
For
hitting
Marcus, he says, okay, when he says, matter of fact, you know it's about to be a long story. Yeah, matter of fact. Yeah, that's yours, baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
For some reason, anytime I ask Kay to make a decision or anything, her answer is always it doesn't matter. And then when I go ahead and suggest something, she don't like it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, hold on. What you trying to say?
That's true.
But you be carrying that same energy.
I ain't gonna say that because this is not about us.
Right.
You know,
I know how you feel. It's okay, but we just don't care. But then if you say something we don't like, we gonna say, okay, anything else but, you
Which
know.
means you
Right.
care.
Okay, I can't even.
What about me? What
That was funny. Be careful now.
Mm.
so everybody here probably already knows what yours is.
Well, mine is.
Your favorite
Actually, no, because I
phrase.
got quite a few. So let's hear it.
Well, I mean the new ones because Power been out. Those
Oh no,
still new.
no, I ain't even no.
But I was talking about keep it a buck.
I don't even say keep it a buck for real no more.
That is true. But you still say busting or bust down.
Not like I used to.
What you say?
I ain't gonna hold you.
You do say that.
I ain't gonna hold you.
He does say that all the time. I ain't gonna hold you. But I don't know if y'all watch Power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because y'all know about Zeke. He kills his lines all the time.
I gotta tell him what I know.
Zeke is the worst.
He's like, 'cause I gotta tell him what I know.
He's the worst.
The worst actor.
He's the worst. He's the wrong year. Like
The facial expressions for
anything
me.
Zeke related, he does it all. It don't matter what, and he puts it perfectly in our conversation. I'm like, shut up. Like, I cannot with him. But yeah, you do say I won't hold you. You do say that all the time. Okay, what's the next
All right,
question?
next one. You want to read it?
Oh yes, where we at? Okay. So, what is one item of yours that your significant other would love to get rid of?
Like the next trash run, that joint is in there. Type of get rid of.
Yes. Kayla Mar, we'll start with y'all.
My iPad.
I'm gonna say his iPad.
Oh, yeah. That iPad gonna ride out this hole.
Right.
Wait, I almost hit it the other day, child. I was so over it.
Oh.
I did it. The iPad gone.
All right.
What you had?
Look, Marcus gonna do that. Find my friends. The iPad
Right.
deep in the couch cushion.
For her, you know what? It's probably gonna have to be her cell phone.
Okay.
And she looks at it.
Like, okay, I need a new one. Okay. My 2 years up anyways.
Right. That is too funny. All right, the Mccarters.
Watches. Your purse.
Well, what happened? Oh,
Oh, we reading the chat.
sure is.
He's so crazy.
Wow, I was gonna say trap watches. Trap said the purses.
Right.
I don't really have an answer for that one because you don't have nothing that's just like
I don't know.
annoys me that bad.
It would have
Like,
to be your joke from Rontia.
so he doesn't really have anything.
I do.
Like
They said
any.
throw it in the trash.
Oh, throw in the trash?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good
That's
question.
neat.
I'm about to mute y'all, House Vix.
Okay, apologize.
Oh no, y'all good.
You said, what do y'all want to throw?
So what?
Oh, they muted.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Well, you
so
need
I was
yourself.
saying that he really doesn't have nothing that I would just get rid of. Like he don't have no nothing but this little cinnamon gum he likes to chew. I hate it because I don't like the smell of cinnamon, like or cinnamon gum. I think it has a weird smell to me, and so that probably be something I'd be like, look. But outside of that, I can't think of nothing really. Maybe some of his shoes, so he got them in my way. But I don't know.
Same.
We don't have.
Yeah, same with me. She don't really have nothing that really like irks me that she deals with, like a phone or iPad or. And she don't. Ain't really nothing that just irks my nerves that she deals with. We be dealing with these kids, man. Can we get them?
Don't be doing my baby like that.
No, nothing for real though. Nothing.
Good answer.
I know. There we go.
Good answer. I don't know.
The House of X.
House of X.
Wait, where you see her?
Now y'all just talking. Now y'all go ahead now.
Yeah, no.
No, I think Wants was a little lost with your question, so I was trying to explain it to him.
Do you need me to repeat it?
If you want to, knock yourself out.
All right.
You got to listen with your ears.
What's one item of yours that your significant other would love to get rid of?
For me, it would be Leo's candy addiction.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not addicted to candy. See, I'm not gonna say his phone because he needs his phone. I just think he talks on the phone too much. But if I was to throw anything away right now, it would probably be his busted sneakers right now. Miss Mary, you need a new pair of shoes, girl. I'm just saying it, Mary. You need to switch sneakers, honey.
What made you go buy?
I have sneakers. You ain't put them on yet, girl.
I'm saving those.
Well, you need to go buy yourself a new pair then, Mary. So we're gonna go with sneakers for me and candy addiction for him.
Okay.
Go away, Leo's joystick to the game. I got other systems. Don't come for me.
All right, so next question. If you could pick any movie or TV show, which would best describe your relationship? With look, House of X don't look ready. So let's start with the Mccarters.
If I could choose one TV show that would best describe our relationship
or movie.
I'm gonna go with TV show.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Boy Meets World. Because we've been together for so long, I feel like we're Corey and Topanga. We met when we were super young, and
that's a good one.
Now we growing old together. So yeah, I'm gonna say Boy Meets World. That was my show.
Yes.
Hey, that was a good show.
It was
That was my joint.
That was I remember always watching that.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Kayla Mar.
Oh, I think we still thinking. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
House of X, y'all ready? I can give y'all some more time. Y'all not ready either? All right, so we can go. In the meantime, what would you say?
I wasn't ready either. How you gonna put it on this and tell me to go?
Let me see. Okay, stop it, please.
We love him. That's
I mean, we met in college, so I'm trying to think of a college-based movie.
But we don't fight like that.
Stomp the Yard. You know, you was in a frat. Maybe I don't know. I'm just, and that's how our relationship started. 'Cause I was helping you when you were online. You know,
But was there a
him?
But I
Now-
don't remember Stomp the
now-
Yard like that.
Now my dad wasn't the president of the university or nothing like that, but
That is a good one. How we gonna ask y'all the question we don't know the answer to?
We don't know. I feel like we a little mixture of a couple of stuff, but I feel like we got like Martin and Gina's goofiness, but we didn't argue like them.
Yeah, no.
But then I feel like we have like that unique love, like brown sugar type love. But I feel like it's a mixture. I don't think we got one.
Got some engagement from the chat. Trap says Mr. and Mrs. Smith. All right, then.
okay,
Okay, then. Okay.
That's a good one.
that is a good one. Look, me now. I'm trying out here.
To be honest, I don't think we know.
Y'all don't know. All right. So, is there a song out that you're like, man, that song is about us? Does that help?
I would probably say Mariah Carey, "We Belong Together."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cute.
Okay. Okay. See, we can work things out. You know what I'm saying? Like we can modify things at this eye show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I think ours would be Jill Scott, "Take a Long Walk." That's our joint.
Around the
We like to
park
take walks.
after dark.
Yep.
Right. That's
That was a hit. I like that song.
Okay.
A long walk around the park.
Wasn't that like her first hit or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Me and Trap. Marcus and Angela. Marcus and Angela. After
Why did we get married?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh dang.
Their relationship is crazy. Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see where we are. Into that. All right, so how did you know your significant other was the one? Starting with House of X.
I would say Leo was 100. He wasn't someone I had to support, meaning he came to the table with coins.
Ooh. You said I stayed with a good bag.
Yeah. He was 100. He laid all his cards on the table. He wasn't someone I had to support, like, previous relationships.
Ooh, not you had to support others.
So I was like, okay, you can take care of me. So yeah.
What? Take care of you. Sure, we'll go with that.
So yeah. And he was honest.
Well,
And I felt like I could trust him.
Ooh.
What?
I would say after his meal, because Watson can throw down in the kitchen, honey. After that, it was love, honey. Because you know what they say. What's that saying? A way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
That be the one.
I'm so took. I literally just saw a TikTok about that where the guy was eating the girl. So he was like, "You cook like this all year round? It's not just all the time." She was like, "Yeah." He was like, "So can I move in? Like, when we get married, what's the wedding date?" I was so weak.
Oh,
That's you.
all right, the Mccarters.
I would say I ain't gonna get all romantic on you, but but I will say I can't picture my life like without her. Like I've tried to just be like, let me like if I could like could I live without I don't feel like I could live without her. Like I feel like I'll be completely lost for one. like
Okay.
I just couldn't see myself without it, and yeah, like she just, and I feel like we were just made for each other. Like she played the drums, I played keys. We met when we were 3. We just grew up. I mean, we did everything. It's like God was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put these two down. These two dummies down here. I'm just put them down here. They gonna be for each other. But like, it's just like I don't know. We just kind of fit together, man. We both like super silly. We just.
I would definitely say our connection.
Yeah.
Like, we were really great friends forever before we even started dating. And I mean, we could talk about anything, like understood each other. So definitely the connection for sure. God, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew, Nene.
Yeah, he did. He did that.
Okay. All right, Kayla Mar.
I'm gonna say this without getting too deep. Like he said, y'all getting too romantic. So there was a time when I have a triggering past, and I had got triggered at one point when me and Marcus had first started talking, and he actually I hadn't told him about it yet, but I was like crying and stuff, and he sat down and just comforted me and was trying to research how to help me, and trying to be like, okay, let's try this. Like, he helped me through every step trying to heal from that. And just the fact that he took the time to research and try to just help me through that was amazing for me. And I was like, okay, this is the one, because no one's ever done it for me, so that's it.
I hadn't heard that one. I didn't know that. For me, it was when we first started talking. I was actually talking to a friend of hers on Bumble as well. And when she found out, she didn't get mad at me. She didn't come to me with accusations. She really just asked me, hey, what's going on? And literally really just sat there and listened to me and not let me speak just so she could respond. Like, no, I got you. See, I knew you were no good. She actually listened to me and said, okay, well, that makes sense. And she had a very, very mature response to it. So I was like, yeah, I've never seen a woman like that. So she's the one.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for sharing that.
Absolutely.
All righty. Next question. What is the most romantic date that you two have shared? We need the deets. I'm talking about we ain't finna get too romantic. Get romantic. The most romantic date you two have shared. We're gonna start with the Mccarters.
You starting with us?
Yep.
Okay. You want me to talk about it? Okay.
We was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. So our anniversary is January 3rd. We got married January 3rd, 2009. And I don't remember exactly which anniversary it was though. What year? But I had this I had a whole bunch, a group of friends, and we had this really big studio house. I do music, so we had this studio house or whatever. So house is really decked out, and had like jacuzzi and all that good stuff, and it was just really a nice vibe. The studio house was. So I got my mom to cater me a steak dinner. I was like, I'm gonna lay it out for her, mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was in my 20s. I was like young 20s, like 24, 25 maybe. I want to lay it out for her, man. I really want it to be right. So I, got my mama to do the steak dinner, and the mama can cook too. So she laid it out real nice for me, and rose petals and the lights and all the the stuff. Y'all know.
In the vibe.
Y'all know the vibe. You know what I'm saying? The jacuzzi had the lights all around it. So I put the lights. I had the bubbles going. I was like, "Hey, we finna enjoy ourselves tonight." But it was just a dope vibe, man. Like it was just a really dope vibe.
Dimmed and
had the lights dimmed.
I want to say he had me thinking we were finna go somewhere. I think he had me thinking we were going to like
out.
Yeah, like a dinner or something.
Yeah.
And we pulled up here, and he was like, "I gotta run in here and talk to my boy right quick." He was like, "You can get out the car," and I was like, "Why we stop by the studio? I don't want to come to the studio right now." And so when I got out of the car, and walked in, I see the rose petals. So I'm like, wait, that's like what? You ain't come here to do no music tonight. So he had the rose petals like leading all the way up to the kitchen and pretty much out to the jacuzzi. And when we got up to the I think it was like towards the kitchen, the eating or maybe the dining area, he had the table laid out and the candles, and he had the I was really surprised. He got me good. But it was dope.
Yeah, it was dope vibe.
You did good.
It was lit.
You did good.
It was lit.
All right, Kayla Mar.
There was a night I had gotten home from training a client, and this was one of the 4 times Kay had cooked. She made some what was that?
Oh,
hold on now. See, it was a pasta dish. First of all, when I walked in the house and smelled cooking, I was like, okay. And she had the lights down. She had some R&B playing, and we had a little candlelit dinner.
Yes, I surprised you with the candlelit dinner. It was chicken Alfredo.
There we go. There we go.
House of X, y'all ready?
Yes.
Oh no, he was asking me what we're gonna eat after this. That's why. I actually have 2 different memories.
Okay.
That stood out to me. One, I don't know if Watson's gonna remember this one, but he might. At the time, because anybody who knows us knows we work a lot on the House of X, so we're always focused on the House of X. And we had somebody that we were we'll say dealing with at the time, and we were getting ready for their birthday. And we had somebody living with us at the time. And the person that was living with us said they didn't want to go to the birthday party. And then me and Watson was like, well, we don't really want to go either. So me and Watson wound up going out, having a date night with just me and him, nobody else around us. And what made it, one of the reasons it was special is because it was the first time like we had been out in a long time, because we were always trying to get House of X work done. So we went to the movie theaters, and we actually, what made it like funny is because ooh, he said, I want the story. We here for it. Now, what made it special is because we went downtown, because we live in the Bronx, and we actually went downtown to Manhattan to see the movie. And I think we went to Dunkin' Donuts before the movie had started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went and seen Get Out. And for some reason, I thought Get Out was like the #1 movie. It was just very intriguing and interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
But those are one of my fondest memories. Like to take the night off and just be with your husband and go out for the movies was just amazing to me at the time. That's the one memory. Another memory I have with Watson is our first Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Watson had bought me this cup that lit up at the bottom. Anybody who knows me, y'all know I'm flashy, so I like things that cars and all that. You know what I mean? So he had this cup. Of course, there were lots of gifts, but the cup stood out because it lit up, and that was like one of my favorite gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that, Valentine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Just cheesing.
Who, me? Well, I'm trying not to get too deep and romantic. I'm like jumping in and out of characters up here. I'm like Miss Mary, But go ahead.
That brought me back to another memory.
Well, you go ahead with the memories, girl.
For me, it would be, I think it was one of my birthdays. I wasn't always a person that would celebrate birthday. So I had a cake, and then Leo went out and he got balloons, and he was like, oh, we're going out and stuff like that. I was like, okay, it's just another birthday. So he kind of got me in the spirit of celebrating my birthday every year. So that was like, I had really appreciated that birthday. Then,
which birthday is this, Miss Mary?
I think it was.
We need a color theme or something, honey. Was it blue? Was it purple? Was it red? Was it orange? We celebrated a lot of birthdays together.
It was the purple one that I did at the house. Yeah, I had a whole like Leo had really spent a lot of money for this particular birthday, so it was like a whole king emperor theme birthday. I had bags and wines and giveaways to give to folks that came to the house and everything. So it was like a lot of he had went all out for that particular birthday. I had a whole sheet cake. And
Watson was turning 30, so it was
I wasn't turning 30 then. The gold and black was the 30. My 29th birthday was the purple.
Okay. Well, 29, honey.
Yeah. The next,
still a milestone, honey. Okay.
The next memory is something that he still do. Is try to not keep me in the house around the time of my mother's birthday. And I felt that it was special because I tend to just stay boxed in and not express my feelings, or like I'm quiet. So it was like one time he was like, well, Watson, let's just go to Macy's. And so when
nothing like a good shopping spree, huh?
I think I had told him, I was like, this day or this particular day when her birthday comes around is kind of bad for me. So it was like, okay, he was like, well, let's just go shopping. So he kind of took me off of like thinking about it or like worrying like she's not here anymore. So he kind of took me from being in distress, if I should say.
I'm one of them people, I'm not really good when people are like sad and depressed. So my energy mostly is like 10 times higher than would normally be on an every day. You know what I mean? So I'm always trying to find things for people to do because I don't like depression and sad and you know what I mean? Because there's so many things that can bring you down. So my spirit always has to be up because you never know who needs that. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank y'all for that.
And what's y'all memory?
Yes, here.
I know they didn't think they was just gonna avoid the question, right?
Right. Tell me what the question is.
Yes, what is the most romantic date that you have shared? Right.
Okay. You gotta answer. I'm still thinking over here.
I think for me, I would say my birthday in what was it, 2016. So basically I planned this whole thing out. So I said, okay, we were still dating. I said I wanted to propose to her. So I talked to her parents, and I think I had multiple talks with them because they didn't like give me like the for sure like it wasn't that they didn't give me the actual yes, but it was like, okay, we just want to just talk more about it, which I totally understand that. So I said, all right, I actually want to propose on my birthday. So we actually went to this restaurant here called Papados. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's a seafood restaurant. So basically what I did was I said, okay, I remember the aesthetics of Papados menu. And I said, I wanted to create like a actual menu insert so I can have the actual host insert it into her specific menu. Once they passed everybody, it was like maybe 20 of us. It was a lot of people. So she got her menu, and I remember working in my job at that time. I had a really talented student that loved to draw on canvases. So I said, hey, can you draw me up a canvas? I'm going to tell you what to put on it, blah, blah, blah. So she drew the actual canvas up, and it said, Quenisha, will you marry me? So basically what happened was I went maybe like 3 hours before the reservation, and I dropped off the canvas as well as the menu. And so I said, hey, I want to actually propose to my girlfriend today, and this is where we're going to be. Can we make sure that we're in a like large room? They had like a room off to the side that they put us in, so it was just only us. So when that time came, it was crazy because the actual, I don't know if that was the waitress that almost gave it away.
Probably.
Yeah, she came and she said, hey, is she here yet? because we don't want to start. I'm like, lady.
I'm like, who here? You know, like.
So she like, what? So I'm like, it's nothing. Like, she got the wrong table. So basically, she opened up her menu and she saw the insert, and like the insert said, and it was cheesy. It was like, to view our detailed, to view our special
turnaround
of today, turn this like slip around.
Oh yeah, flip it over.
So she flipped it over, and then it said to view. It was almost like repetitive, I think.
Yeah,
I don't remember,
it was like turn around.
It was like
the menu is behind.
Now turn around
or something.
So that's when they were holding the camera up, you know, and like it was just like a very special moment for us because that was the day that we actually wanted to take that step forward, you know, to, you know, make this union official. But that would definitely be, I mean, we've been a lot of places, you know, and I would definitely say for me, that was the most memorable because for me, I wanted to do something like that on my birthday and I wanted to share with her, you know, that special moment because it was my birthday. But again, I wanted to make that step and asking her to be my wife on that day. So that would be my memory.
That's a good one. I don't know how I'm gonna top that. Let's see. I got a couple. I know one that was a very romantic date was when we went to the garden room. That was really romantic. It's a restaurant here in Atlanta called the Garden Room, and literally you're eating inside of an indoor garden. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Extremely gorgeous.
and it take a year to get in there. The reservation
it takes a while. It takes a while. And we did a video on it not too long ago, actually. It was last year. But it is, when I say it was beautiful in there, oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. And I just, you know, and that was like right after we gave birth and everything. So it was like time to, you know, it was just for us two and just enjoy one another. And things. I'm so tired. I know. And so it was a really good time. Now I would say like when we were dating, when we went ice skating, that was really fun.
Oh, I love ice skating.
We went ice skating.
That was fun. And I actually was better at it than I thought I would be, you know, but that was fun as well. But I mean, I think that's the most beautiful part about being in an actual, you know, relationship is that you have a lot of memorable memories when it comes to just being with one another. Just as Kayla Mar said, they really enjoy the couch. Like we've had a lot of great, you know, interactions on the couch and watching some of our favorite shows and, you know, having some of our deepest heart to hearts on the couch. Yeah. You know, you go out in public, you don't really get a chance to talk like you think you know would because like it's loud and you can't really hear each other and you know it just isn't always the place. It's more so just to really enjoy, you know, where you are, but just, you know, being in your own like area of living and just having those conversations, those deep conversations. I definitely agree with y'all that, you know, staying home is my favorite date now. You know, we can decorate and do different things to just really insinuate if we were to go out, but just stay in and, you know, watch a movie. Things that we thought were boring when we were coming up, like staying at home watching a movie. You get older, like you really want to do that. You know, so.
Y'all don't mind Legends Head. Y'all, it looks so nice when I first did.
It's okay.
I don't know what this is. I'm like, son, you can't, like, it is what it is.
All right, so we got 3 more questions. So this question, I actually scrapped like 3 questions, by the way. So I'm going to also scrap the question 13, but I got one in my head that I want to ask y'all. So
it's not the wrong you.
It's not the wrong you. So the question that I want to ask each of y'all is, everybody's kind of in a different phase in their actual relationship. So based on your experience, I'm pretty sure everybody would deem their situation like successful right now, but how do you actually define that success in your relationship at the very moment? What are some things that you like, okay, I know because we're doing this, we are successful. So how do you actually define success in your relationship? Anybody you want to go first? Because everybody's like, oh, that's a good one.
I would say for me at least, I would say because I don't have to hold back with anything. Any thought I have, whether negative, positive, I do not hesitate to tell him whatsoever. And I'm not fearful of his reaction. I know he's truly going to listen and listen to understand and listen to help us grow and be better. That'd be mine.
For me, it's actually the fact that we have our YouTube channel and we can get along enough to put out content and people can see our actual bond with each other through the camera. Most couples don't have that kind of connection that early in their relationship.
No.
So I think I know what it is with us. I'm gonna say this. It's a vision, and of course, biblical, because I always go biblical. Biblical, without a vision, you perish. So when I first met Leo, the name started from having a drag house. I particularly, I particularly
we were
saw
on the same thing because I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I particularly saw a vision. I saw something bigger, and me coming from school and being in business and everything, I was like, we could do so much more with the name and being a part of show business and all of this instead of just having a house full of entertainers. And I was like, we could do so much more. So then I mentioned it to him. I said, Leo, if we come together and we make this a company, we can possibly do much more. So without a vision and communication, and if you don't write your ideas down, then you perish.
Amen. What's he talking about for you guys that may not understand? He's talking about the House of X. Where we were and where we are now is a big jump. You know what I mean? And like me and Watson always got along, but to see the business grow from where it was to where we are now is success for us because we worked so hard to get to this level. And to some people, it may just be, oh, they're just on YouTube. And it's like, no, like we started from a small little drag house and then turned it into an entertainment company. And now we're on a national platform entertaining millions of people all around the world. And I was like, yo, that's amazing. It just gives you hope for where you're about to be in just a couple of years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With us, we pretty no nonsense. We've been together for so long. We when you first kind of get in a relationship, you kind of listen to the outside noise more than you should. Now it's kind of like we don't listen to the outside noise. We listen to each other. You can't tell me nothing about this one. You know what I'm saying? That I don't already know. I'm sure she feel the same way because we know each other so well. Like I know how she moves. She know how I move. So we don't listen to the outside noise. And I like what is it? House of what is it?
House of X Entertainment.
House of X.
I like what he said too about the vision. So we talked at the beginning of this year about some things that we wanted to do, and it's already been in motion. It started, as soon as the year started, we got some things in motion, and it's moving and it's already being successful. So because of what that vision that we had and where we see ourselves going. So like he said, the vision and just blocking out outside noise, man, and just hearing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Communication. For sure.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And he's big on talking versus me because I would shut down sometimes. But he taught me to you gotta talk. You gotta talk about it, and so that helps with us. Just talking. You have to have that communication, and like she was saying earlier, listening to understand instead of trying to prove a point. And just, I guess, with me, I would say for us, I've learned, I think, growth with it's not sometimes even about what is said. It's about how it's said, like using the correct tone. Sometimes if you say something just the way you say it, sometimes can start something that it shouldn't. But having that understand, like, I don't know, because we've grown up. I would say we've grown a lot. I mean, being together 13 or married for 13 years, you learn a lot. And marriage is a constant growth. Like you're growing every year, and you're not gonna be the same person you were. We're not gonna be the same we were, last year. You're constantly growing because life is evolving around you, and so you're kind of having to evolve with life. And like with kids, it's different when you have kids together, and just paying attention to each other and like knowing each other. I think that helps too.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with what everybody has said, and I love, the thing about the vision, and we preach about this all the time. Communication is so important. We're not mind readers, so I'm not supposed to be able to read your mind. Yeah, we're married, but God didn't give me that ability to, be able to read minds. So if you're feeling a certain way, say how you feel, and I know one thing about me, and I'll be very transparent. Like when we first got together, we argued a lot, like a lot. And I think partial of the reason was because, it's crazy, but we're really the same person, and we both wanted to state our opinions, and it kind of goes back to what y'all were saying, seeking to understand versus trying to be understood, and I think a lot of trying to be understood and not really understanding. And I think that was, a setback for us in the beginning. But once we were able to say, okay, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about coming to a general consensus on how we can move forward and strengthen this relationship. And I'll say, man, like, I'm not gonna say we never, have like, disagreements, but very seldom, because a lot of times now we're like, okay, we've been there, done that, and this is how we're gonna do this differently moving forward. And I'll definitely agree. Having a kid is a game changer because, you don't want to argue in front of a child because they will remember that. So I'll definitely say, like, having him, and any other parents out there, like, it's definitely a game changer. And I will definitely say, with, having a family, man, I would definitely go back to what y'all were saying about just making sure that your marriage is growing, blossoming. Like you have to water it every single day with, just different nutrients, and just keep it fresh, always date. And as y'all mentioned, open communication. So that would be my 2 cents as to adding to what y'all had already said with those sentiments. But everything y'all said was on point. Absolutely. All right. What is the best relationship advice you've ever received?
Keep people out your business.
Definitely keep people out your business.
That's the best.
Yeah,
Keep people out your business and make God the head of your household.
Amen.
Yes.
Yep.
Shout out to Jesus.
You preach.
You gotta say
You
Right.
better preach.
You gotta be in
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely agree with that. Put God first. Keep God
people
at
out
the
your
head.
business. Put the God the head of your household and
Listen,
always.
he's talking, girl.
Keep folks out your business.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
the main one.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think we would agree, honestly. The keep about your business, child.
Listen.
'Cause they try. They try.
Try and pry.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's be careful how you present your partner or your wife or your husband to other people.
Yeah.
Because especially with your parents, when you're first introducing them, if you do it the wrong way, they're not going to have a good impression of them, and you just made it super hard for them.
You're so right, Marcus, because I had a friend.
Hold on, before you say, this has been like I've been wanting to ask this all. What does the THE stand for?
The Hume's Empire.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, y'all already have your name, and then you have the THE. So I was just wondering. I was like, wait, what is that? The T. So you have your name up there twice.
Abbreviated.
Yeah, so that's having your name up there twice.
Yes.
I know what I was saying, Miss Mary. Don't do it.
Yeah. So Marcus, you're so right. Because I had a friend.
Not you had a friend, girl.
When I was living in Jersey at one point in time.
Ooh.
And you know, they always say you're supposed to leave the past in the past, you know. And he friended me on Facebook, you know, and me being the person, folks have a way of just, you know, using my kindness for my weakness. And
Watson is too nice and helpful.
Yes.
All the time.
So
is what he's trying to imply.
However, he wound up staying with us for a little bit. And then he was always just going back to my past and couldn't accept my future, or couldn't accept the fact that I was married, have a career, and I'm doing good. And he was just going
Watson
back.
had grew up by that time.
Yeah.
The last time they had, I guess, saw each other or hung out. So he couldn't adapt to Watson's new life.
We ended up arguing, and I told him, I said, we can't be friends because you're just going back to who I used to be, not looking at who I am now.
Ooh, not the kid with the orange hair, girl.
Yeah.
That be you, girl. Yeah, I try to tell Watson stop being so nice because he's just too nice half the time. I'm like, you've got to be a little tougher with your people, child. Yeah. But y'all already know because Watson's always helping everybody on YouTube, child. But that goes for everybody. Like, it's good to be nice, but you know, there has to be a limit because people will run with your niceness. You got to know when to cut people off and go, hey, I'm nice, but don't push me, okay?
Right.
So yeah, keep people out your business.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'd even say, going back to just people, just even being more specific, family, you know, because for instance, if you're thinking about, you know, your family's gonna always embrace you, but if you go to them talking about your spouse, they're not gonna forget what you said. So
Right.
the way they view them is gonna change. Even if y'all are better now, they're gonna always still remember that and have that against them. So, you know, even if everything is all good, everything is all good. You know, that mentality. Because once you mess that up, it's over with.
Because it's always team you, not team them. You know what I mean? And you forgave, but they didn't.
Right.
You know, they said, "Oh no, you did 5 years ago." You know, so
These outfits are sickening, honey.
Yes, they are. I'm gonna need one in blue and gold.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, and we have come to the final question.
You know what they're giving me? The movie with the Eddie Murphy guy.
Coming to America.
Yes.
Coming to America too.
Good morning, my people.
Did y'all like this second one or no?
It was okay.
It was all right.
Like this, we didn't
see how they was on the same page. It was okay.
Like, you know, when they make sequels, like we didn't ask for that. Like, I would have been perfectly fine had they not made it, but they made it. You know, they had to make their money. You know,
and the original is always better, right? Whenever you try to redo something, or like you said, make a sequel, the original is always better.
You know what's funny? I knew it was going to be funny, but I wasn't like, my expectation wasn't that high. It was like, this is not going to be as funny as it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Because it's a different cast, and Eddie Murphy back then was in his prime, so I wasn't expecting it to be too funny. But it was cute for what it was.
Right. Then you're right. Don't have too high expectations because it was on Amazon Prime, so you like.
Okay, y'all ain't even getting to the movie theater.
Back in
back to Kayla Mara. You ready to get on this couch and watch
it? Because they have released it during COVID.
They did.
I mean, it was prime marketing, but I just don't think it was prime execution.
Yeah. And then you can't expect Eddie Murphy to carry the movie either. He's like past his prime, so he's not gonna be that much funnier now anyway. No shade. I'm just saying.
That is true.
All right, so I think this is my favorite question. I mean, I think this.
Now we got more questions. Good Lord Jesus.
This is the last one. The last one.
Well, you know they gotta make it. Well, you know they gotta.
Hold on.
What y'all having for dinner? Because y'all ready to eat.
No, we ain't ready to eat. I was just telling Lee. I said,
He already ate. He just wants to eat again.
No, I don't.
House of X, I actually deserve to hold y'all as long as y'all held me last week.
I knew that was coming.
Still got 30 more minutes.
You're the 100 for the ratings.
Yeah.
We need that.
I told you they was gonna hold me because we had.
Yeah, because before we started, I said, "Is anybody in the back yet?" And it was like 7:55. I was like, "There's nobody in the back yet. Like, are we going on and on?"
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna make us pay because
Bonds was sitting here till 65.
Q was pregnant. Q was pregnant with Legend, and I was like, Lord, she gonna kill us if they have us on the show.
You know what's funny? Because you could have gave us a signal to wrap it up, and I was like, she could have signaled something so we knew to cut the question. Because I was just happy to have y'all on the show. So I'm like, we could do this all night. You know what I mean?
Look, we were having a good time. It's just when I was pregnant, I just couldn't sit down for a long time. I don't know what it was, but I was like, baby, I gotta stand up. Like, I don't want to be rude, but I gotta stand up.
Yeah. Legend got a question.
Right.
All right, because I want to still get y'all back to the rest of y'all's night, and whatever y'all want to do. So, final question is, what do you want your legacy to be as a couple?
Ooh, that's a good question.
So let's kick it off with Kayla Mar.
Woo. Go ahead.
The same reason we started our channel, we want our legacy to be that we were always able to make people laugh and forget about their problems, and just for a small moment in time, just be happy.
Yes, definitely want to show that no matter how long you guys have been together, you can have a strong love, represent a positive, because we got love and hip hop, all that stuff, which, we need positive.
What are you doing?
What am I trying to say?
Representation
of Black love. And we want it to be that as well. So yeah, just the fact that Kayla Mar is going to keep it real. They're going to make us laugh, going to make us feel good. And yeah.
Yeah. All right, the Mccarters.
What is it? Is that the name of y'all's YouTube channel, Kayla Mar? Follow them.
Yeah, y'all definitely check them out. Check out both these couples on here, man. Like, we've been with House of X for a minute, but we just met Kayla Mar. Maybe like in December?
Yeah.
And we've been tight ever since, So, and not to discredit any other channel, but like we, don't typically attach ourselves to every single person, because it's just hard to just support every single person. But when we see somebody that we really like, and we definitely will actually gravitate towards them. And Kayla Mar is definitely one of those that y'all should definitely check out. Man, their story is inspiring, and just meeting over COVID or the vid, it's just really inspiring because I just didn't think that was possible, and they made it possible. So definitely check them out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, the Mccarters. Let's hear it.
The question was, what do I want our legacy to be as a couple? I just want people to see that we've been through a lot, a whole lot, and through it all, I want people to see that love wins, and that you can be in love, and you can have fun, and you can enjoy each other. Like we be like, man, listen, when I tell you we have fun together, like we really have fun together. we be cracking each other up, man. Like, so I want people to just see that you can have fun, man, and live out here, man. Like, let's and just have fun, be in love, and raise your kids, and just, it's all good, man. There's a lot of hate in the world right now, man, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. And you deal with a lot of young couples that just, we got the kids. The kids. deal with a lot of young couples that don't really know like how to love for real, like true love. You know what I'm saying? Like that real love. You got. But I just want them to see that you can like really be in love out here, man, and it's fun. Like it's fun. Like I love this woman, man, and we have fun. So that's what I feel.
And that's real, because I see a lot of, and it's so funny because now everybody wants to have this nice wedding. That's what love is for people. And I'm like, man, weddings cost so much money. We know.
Yes.
We know. So
go to the courthouse.
Say it again.
Go to the courthouse.
I mean, hey, whatever you want to do, to show your love. I mean, just because we say all the time, a wedding is for other people. It's not even for you. It is a production for other people to see you. But it's just,
you tell them. Tell them.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's just us, confessing our love in front of God, then again, do as you please. But I would definitely say I think society has really contorted just the views of real marriage, and I see everybody saying like these relationship goals, and I'm like, first of all, like I mean, even look at Devon and Megan Good. They were relationship goals. Look at them now. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't know what's really going on in their household. They're gonna put the best on for us, but when they are not on camera, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
That's why we don't have anybody as far as like that we look up to, because everybody has flaws. So it's like,
amen.
Which flaws do you want to mimic?
I'm not trying to copy and paste nobody's relationship.
Right.
Like I'm trying to create my own, because you like you said, you just don't know what's going on in people's relationship. And at the end of the day, that's not, you want that to be relationship goals, but that may not be what God intended for you to have.
Exactly.
So you need God goals to even create to create your own relationship goals.
Exactly.
So, like, you gotta start with the man upstairs first, and then you come down. You know what I'm saying? Because your plan is never his plan.
Right.
And social media really places, I guess the best term I can use, it really places a boot, on marriages as well as relationships, because people are always on there. It's so much junk on there, and it's so easy to get like really enticed, and like it's just like different like temptations and so forth. So it's just like when you look at love, like back then when they were married for like 70 years, and then now somebody can't make it. Somebody be married for 25 years and get a divorce. You're like, whoa. Yeah.
Right.
How? 25 years?
It is Godfather. What is it called? Grandfather.
Grandfather. Like, you feel me? I'm like, and it's just crazy. But like, I think the number one thing, and it may sound very like cliche, but praying over your marriage every single day, multiple times a day, because the devil he's always lurking. And just as soon as you let your guard down, what you think he's gonna do? Come straight in. And that's one thing that we really just try to base our relationship off of, is just always praying, and I think that's it, man. Just praying.
Yeah, and also like, for us, we pray for things that we hope and pray for in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like we were praying over Legend before we even thought about having a child.
Right.
So just definitely praying in advance, and not necessarily praying in the moment all the time. Because a lot of times people will pray when they're in trouble.
Right.
When they get good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So one thing that we do all the time is praying in advance all the time.
And praying does not mean that trouble will not come your way, but praying allows you to build up that, that almost like that lifeline card that you can actually activate, knowing that God will be right there to help you battle through those problems. So it's not
Amen.
from the problems, but just to well equip you to handle the problems.
Amen.
You know, so sorry I had to go on a rant for a minute, but we still got House of X to answer this question, and then
It's all good.
we'll get out of here.
The question was,
I definitely agree with praying over your marriage.
the
The
question was
man wants to
again.
pray all the time.
The question was
The
again.
question is, what do you want your legacy to be as a couple?
Not you forgot the question, Mary.
I didn't. I think for us, it would be basically for folks to look and see if they did it, we can too. Meaning, if for a lot of folks that don't know, LGBT couple,
You can't say gay, Miss Mary.
yes,
Anybody got time for
the
letters, honey?
society has it where a black couple, they won't last a year, or let's say they won't last 6 months. So that's what society says. If you're able to sustain your relationship, sustain your marriage, and also sustain becoming business working partners, then that's well-rounded. But as society has it, it doesn't work because a lot of gay relationships or LGBT relationships, they don't know how to keep the gays out of their relationship. So I would say it'll be, if we did it, y'all can do it too. Y'all can be business owners. Y'all can have a sustained, God-fearing marriage.
Because we stay entertaining.
Hey.
Okay. What would you say?
What would our legacy be? I mean, I think for me, just I would want our legacy to just be, enjoying the things that come to the relationship. Like celebrating the good, celebrating the bad, because the bad is growth. So just, yeah, of course, yes. With our legacy, I will want I guess people to see, and really I'm not a people pleaser, so it's like when you think about it, I just want people to, I guess, see that long as you are enjoying each other, long as you are enjoying the things that come, celebrating things that come, and supporting one another. Yeah, I'm done, y'all.
He agrees with mommy. That's what he's saying.
I can't talk.
You got something to say.
I'm done. I just tried to talk again. It's not.
No, but yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, you gonna go ahead and finish?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
But you can get that from back. Well, that's really about it. Because he done made me lose my train of thought. But all in all, enjoying one another, supporting one another, uplifting one another, that is extremely important. One thing for me, I want to know his goals because they're my goals, and I want him to know my goals because those are his goals.
Amen.
One, you know what I'm saying? And so I need to uplift you. You need to uplift me. We uplifting one another, because if we're not growing, what are we doing? I don't even know what the toy was. And so I just want to make sure. I just want the legacy to be elevation through Christ, and we celebrate the things that come.
All right,
You better go ahead.
First
All
lady,
right.
all right, First
Amen
Lady.
now.
First Lady Humes has spoken.
We could have kept going a little bit longer with that.
Right. Look, I'm over here trying to find his toy so he don't scream no more. So I'm gonna pass the mic.
Hey, and I'm gonna put the mic down because you said it. But I mean, yeah, and for me, when I think about legacy, the first thing that comes to mind is, when I think about legacy, I think about leaving your mark, leaving behind, and we do have a son, and if we have any more kids, we all have to go to be on glory at some point, but just that was also a reason why we really enjoy YouTube, even if it doesn't bring us to, fame and fortune, I'm totally fine with that, but just memories, unless YouTube shuts down right now, then we all screwed, of course, but unless you have it like on a backup disc, But I mean, just being able, for him to be able to go back and see when his parents were younger and we traveled and we did these things, to show that, hey, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. Black people can have fun too. We can save money and go places and do nice things. We're not just all in the ghetto and, just barely making it, So I think just to kind of show, our son, that, hey, like my parents, actually did things the right way. They didn't have me early, they traveled, they got to know one another and are still knowing, one another. And, just really enjoying their marriage. And people oftentimes say, once you have a baby, everything gonna change. I can't agree with that. We still been able to just spend time together because we did things the right way, and when you do things the right way, God is gonna bless that tenfold, so definitely just, being patient and allowing God to move on your behalf as you stand behind him and not trying to move before he tells you to move, so I think that's the biggest thing is just listening and being very obedient when it comes to God. And I promise you, everything will fall into place. There's not many things I can promise in life, but I can promise you, if you follow God, good will come.
Amen.
So
they asked if y'all was preachers in the beginning. I mean,
I was like, okay, then you good. They help.
Did somebody block you?
I have no idea.
Refresh.
It was so funny, y'all, because now when I was in labor with Legend, Derek had prayed over me, and the doctor had walked in, and if y'all saw the vlog, y'all saw what the doctor came. Yeah, she came.
Was that take before and it didn't change?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Well, somebody must have put their phone down and put their phone out.
I don't think it was on.
And so she asked him, "Are you a pastor?" Or what did she ask? You a minister?
Yeah, she asked me,
or something like that.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, he gets that a lot. He gets that a lot. But it's just, one thing about knowing God, he wants you to be disciples of his word, right? He wants you to be ministers of his word. So what good Christians will we be if we didn't spread the gospel, So it's just, speaking what's on our hearts. And if God leads you to say what you need to say, just say it.
Yeah.
I'll be mine.
It is what it is.
Absolutely. Well,
I see you.
everybody in the chat that's still here, thank y'all so much for giving us y'all's Friday night, the Friday night leading into Valentine's Day. And we greatly appreciate it. We hope that y'all enjoyed these wonderful couples. And if you are not already plugged in with them, what name? The Mccarters are not on YouTube, but I think they should be on YouTube.
They should be.
I agree.
They should be on YouTube.
Everybody in the chat, Kayla Mar, House of X, help us get on YouTube.
They need to be on YouTube.
Right now, I'm trying to help me be seen in your chat. I don't see me at all.
Something happened.
I think somebody blocked me by accident.
Yeah.
In the chat?
Yeah. I've been typing like for an hour.
Oh wow.
Okay, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. But again,
we'd love to hear your music.
Yeah.
Mccarters.
Do you have an Instagram, Mr. McCarter?
I do.
What is it?
What's my Instagram? Terrell Hosey.
Y'all, the music and
look, let me tell you. So Jeremy.
And my Instagram is Terrell Hosey. TEREL.
You gotta show it. Can you type it in the chat so I could look? So I can, if you're able to go inside the YouTube and type it in the chat.
I got you.
So wait, they're just supporters?
Inside the YouTube and type it in the chat.
There we go.
Right.
For you to do that.
okay.
You got it in there.
Yeah, we definitely had thought about making us a YouTube channel. We don't know how to edit.
You don't. Okay.
You don't have to edit.
You don't have to
start
YouTube to edit.
some other nothing.
All right, it's time to go. We're trying to wrap this thing up, y'all.
We know what you, we know what you
saying.
know.
Just push record.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just press
You'll be
record.
fine.
I mean,
Turn yourself onto the side
Right.
and
That's
press
it.
record.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. But we are not gonna hold y'all any longer. We so appreciate each couple. Kayla Mar, thank you. The Mccarters, thank you. House of X, thank you. Y'all have been
You guys for having
evening.
us.
We had so much fun. We hope y'all enjoy yourselves as well.
This is fun.
Yeah. And
Thank you,
Legend.
Legend.
He is so crook, man.
So
But again, thank y'all for joining us tonight. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe, but if you rocking with this content, it's free to hit that sub button. Man, keep joining us. We drop new vlogs every Monday, so definitely come check us out. So we definitely appreciate everybody, as we mentioned, for taking the time out, and we'll see y'all on Monday with the vlog.
Bye.
See y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
And we'll see y'all
you.
after this. Hold on real quick. All right.